get into this story. So, we talked about it earlier in the week that Jennifer Love Hewitt recently did a podcast where she appeared and they were asking her what's going on with I Know What You Did Last Summer. And she said that she's working some things out and soon she'll be able to make this announcement of something pretty big and everybody's going to be excited. So then Friday came, and I think this was like on a Tuesday when this story came out. So like 3 days later, it came out that Jennifer Love Hewitt is indeed returning to I Know What You Did Last Summer as Julie James. So it says with production already underway on Sony's I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, the one question that's still been hanging in the air is whether or not Jennifer Love Hewitt will be returning to the franchise. Freddie Prinze Jr. has already been confirmed to reprise his role from the original movies, but Love Hewitt's role in the movie has been uncertain. So then Deadline announced, then they said that Jennifer Love Hewitt took to social media on Friday morning to announce that she has officially closed the deal to return to the franchise. She joins her former co-stars, co-star, I should say. Co-star Freddie Prinze Jr. along with new cast members Chase Sui Wonders, Madeline Klein, Sarah Pigeon, Tariq Withers, and Jonah Howard King. Now, Jennifer Caton Robinson is directing the follow-up to the horror film franchise, which is written by Sam Lansky and Caton Robinson, off a draft by Leah McKendrick. Now, Neil Moritz is producing. Sony Pictures plans to release the film in theaters on July 18th, 2025. And as you know, the original film, or may not, if you're younger and probably never seen the movie, the original film followed four young friends played by Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Ryan Phillippe, who were bound by a tragic accident, who are reunited when they find themselves being stalked by a hook-wielding maniac in their small seaside town. And here's another thing what I don't understand either. As I pull up the picture of Jennifer Love Hewitt announcing it on her Instagram, that's the photo that she posted with the post-it saying, I Know What You Did Last Summer, which was a callback to the original movie and the sequel where they had like the post-it. So they will always find creative ways to put, I know what you did, or I still know, and all that other stuff. I kind of wondered, and this is why I didn't think it dawned on me from the beginning, and I should have thought about this sooner. Why isn't Kevin Williamson involved in some sort of way as a producer or an executive producer or something? I'm not saying that he needs to come on board and have like his fingers all up in the pie of, or the pot, I should say, of I Know What You Did Last Summer, but have some kind of a producer situation because he wrote the script to I Know What You Did Last Summer, as well as Scream. I understand he's busy with Scream 7. They're going to start shooting that in January, next month. Pretty much January 2025 to be released in 2026. But I would have wished that he would have. It's just weird to me that he's not a part of this whole situation. So that was kind of like my overall thought in regards to that. Now, there was another video that I had seen where it was on the Twitter where basically Sarah Michelle Gellar was responding to the new viral interview clip where, they basically showed her as a deer in the headlights after being asked about Jennifer Love Hewitt's I Know What You Did Last Summer return. And people were saying like she was acting a little weird. But I think that the reason why is because I think she got in trouble. Well, not I think she did. She said she got in trouble for revealing the back of, the I Know What You Did Last Summer on the seat on the chair, where all the actors sit in between takes or whatever, or the director, just actors, director, whatever, whoever's on set. And she showed the back of it, which shocked a lot of people because we didn't even know that they were filming I Know What You Did Last Summer at the time, but she went and put it on us and surprised everybody by revealing that. So it was this clip that I think she did with, not I think, she actually did it with Extra while promoting Dexter, the Origin series, which, sidebar, I had no idea that Dexter they even dropped the new season already or the first episode. I don't know how many episodes they uploaded online so far, but I think I can watch it on Paramount Plus because it's part of Showtime. So I didn't even know they dropped the Origin episode, but I'm like, damn, after this, I'm gonna have to watch it because, there's a lot of shows and movies I gotta catch up on. But yeah, I love Dexter. I'm a fan. So I definitely gotta get in on that when this happens. But anyway, I want to show y'all this clip of her going on Extra, and she was on the red carpet and they was asking about it and how they were saying she got a little shifty with her with the question.
Together an incredible cast, and the script is so much fun.
I know Jennifer Love Hewitt said that she's possibly returning. Can't tell if that's how.
I have nothing to do with that.
And the holidays are here. How are you and the family spending them?
Hopefully together.
Yeah, so she kind of just backed off of that real quick, and people were getting a little irritated. They were like, well, I'm like, I don't know what you're getting upset for. First of all, she got in trouble before. I think she knew that Jennifer Love Hewitt was coming back, but I think at the time, I don't know when this aired or whatever, but I'm sure it was probably days before Jennifer's announcement. It wasn't up to her to spill that tea. Now, any other time Sarah will get on the red carpet or whatever, and she will spill some stuff, but that wasn't her place to say that. And they've been trying to say like her and Jennifer Love Hewitt have a feud or whatever. She was like, we don't have a feud. We didn't have control over what was going on in the script and all this other stuff back then. And quiet as it's kept, I've said this from the beginning. As much as I love Jennifer Love Hewitt, I did feel that the more fleshed out character in the original I Know What You Did Last Summer was Sarah Michelle Gellar's Helen character. I did feel like she came across more or less like a final girl than Jennifer Love Hewitt did. So while I am excited that Jennifer Love Hewitt is coming back, I do feel like the hype is a little bit exaggerated because, to be honest, I felt that Jennifer Love Hewitt's character was kind of annoying in the original movie. And then in the sequel, she wasn't as bad, but I do feel like that, I don't know, maybe because there's so much hype around I Know What You Did Last Summer, and we're kind of like, people of my generation are kind of in this more nostalgic phase, that we're just more excited than looking at the reality of, well, character was kind of annoying in the original movie. And in the sequel, I feel like she was outshined yet again by Brandy. So she was outshined by, and it's not nothing to her. This is not any shade thrown on her for her acting, whatever. You can only give what the director and the writer and what's on the page and what the director asks of you. So when you have two mid directors who are basically not really stepping a pussy up in regards to like making this movie as iconic as the Scream franchise was, it's like, yeah, there were parts of both I Know What You Did Last Summer films that I love, but is it my favorite horror movie franchise? No, Scream definitely exceeds that. But because of the nostalgia, and I have the hopes of us getting a solid I Know What You Did Last Summer movie with this one, because you have the legacy cast members coming in, and then this new generation, which I'm curious to see what story they're going to tell. I'm willing to give it a chance. But Scream will always be like, out of all of them, my favorite franchise. That and Urban Legend. I would love to see an Urban Legend sequel, or I don't count them other crappy ones, or a possible requel, reboot, whatever. If they could find a way to bring Urban Legend and revive that and work on that, because I love the original Urban Legend movie. I feel like that one is underrated. But in regards to this whole thing, because I wanted to bring that up for y'all. But yeah, as in what Jennifer Love Hewitt say, it's never too late to go back. Julie James is returning. And so the movie is coming back. And what I also am curious about, since we have this, is now that Julie James is coming back, what's going to happen with her and Freddie Prinze Jr.? Because remember, we saw Freddie just posted on, well, not just posted, but days before Jennifer Love Hewitt's announcement, Freddie wrote, "It's a wrap." So I'm wondering if he's done with his scenes, or was he done in Australia and they're planning on filming it somewhere else, or does he have scenes with Jennifer Love Hewitt? Because we do want to see those scenes of they've reunited and it feels so good, and they're going to do some kind of stuff together. So I definitely want to see Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. on camera together, reprising their role as Julie and Ray. And then seeing it like 27 years later, I guess, where they stand in regards to their relationship. Are they together? Are they separated? Are they divorced? And I'm sure one of the young people that's a part of the cast is one of their kids. So I'm looking forward to that, and where they plan on going with this film. So I was able to say, what do y'all think of this story? You guys excited to hear that Jennifer Love Hewitt is coming back to I Know What You Did Last Summer for their upcoming, requel, because we don't count all the other ones after I Still Know What You Did. And since in the last video that we talked about, when we were talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt's interview, Do you think Brandy is also going to be reprising her role as Carla Wilson in the upcoming sequel, and where they're going to incorporate her that somewhere? Because it all's been quiet on that end regarding that story. So I'm hoping that we get Carla back, and if we get Jennifer Love Hewitt and Carla back, and I understand you're trying to pass the torch to this younger generation, I really hope and pray that y'all going to give them something to do and not just have them sidelined like y'all had Nev Campbell in Scream 5. I don't just want to see them pop in for a little cameo type situation. We want to be able to give them something to do so that way you can bring in that legacy audience and also a lot of the newer fans of I Know What You're There Summer, because clearly if you're going to bring in Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr., you're going to want people like myself who grew up watching those films to come in and see this new movie, as well as the younger generation they are trying to bring in. So you want to bridge the gap. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.